Um, More, I guess, combat design. So when I was playtesting my game, I realized that it's really, really hard for the player or for me to see if I hit the pigeon or not. And that's because I didn't have a whole lot of damage indicators. Initially, I had like a damage number pop up, which I kept, but that's not enough to tell the player I hit the pigeon. You know the pig because initially, if you've seen previous gameplay, pigeon runs at you, gets hit, and just keeps running at you. So to fix that, I added a stun state to the pigeon. So let's say you do over 50% of the pigeon's HP, it'll enter the stun state where it can't move and it can't attack you. In addition, I thought the damage numbers could be a little too small and not as stylized as I wanted it to be. So, and I don't know, I might get rid of it, I might not, I don't know, because we do have the health bar, but I do like the damage numbers being shown. Um, Regardless, I added feather effects. So the feather effects look kind of like that. So now whenever you hit a pigeon, it kind of sheds feathers. And the feather numbers are going to scale with how much damage you do to the pigeon. So if you do 10 damage, or I did 20 there, it's going to do 4 feathers. So I think it takes the damage divided by 5. So let's do, I do a big one, 62 damage, a lot more feathers. In addition to feathers, we also added a damage marker. So now whenever you hit a pigeon, it glows a little red. Initially, I wanted to make it like gray to match the pigeon's like color, but I tried that and it looked like you were kind of healing the pigeon. I don't know why, but to me, maybe I need other people to test this, but to me, when I see like a white outline, I feel like the pigeon's getting healed, so I didn't like that. So now we add everything together, and now we have something that looks like this. So whenever you hit it, it looks like it's getting hit and it's dying. Now I don't know. It just feels like infinitely better. I just feel like I'm actually killing the pigeon. Now instead of like that stylized poof that I used to have, I changed it to just bigger, more feathers, which I think is pretty cool. I guess maybe I can get into the code a little bit. It's just a lot of spaghetti string right now. But essentially, after after getting hit, if the pigeon doesn't die, so if pigeon health isn't greater than 1, then it's going to enter. It's going to, of course, first change the health bar, and then it's going to enter a sequence where it will spawn, I believe it'll spawn the particle effects, change the parameter for the particle effects, and then spawn the hit flash. And the hit flash is essentially, it's just this. It's nothing crazy. It takes in the mesh's materials, and then it adds it to a timeline. And the timeline essentially goes from 0 to whatever the value is, 10 to 0, in a matter of half a second. So that's essentially why I needed to bake my materials. So now that I've baked my materials look like it's all in one cohesive like material. So now when I add an emissive color to it, i.e. the hit flash color, this is my parameter value, by the way, hit flash, the greater the value, the greater the emissive color, or yeah. So every time I hit the emissive color, I only have to change one material to give that effect. And then, yeah, so it changes the hit flash from the mesh to the alpha track every time it updates. So emissive color will briefly go to 10, or the emissive value will briefly go to 10 and then go back down to 0. What else? On death now, instead of death poof, we have particle hits. So I take whatever max pigeon health is, divided by 10, and then just set a whole bunch of variables for that. Nothing too complex. And then stun state, if pigeon health is less than 50%, it just plays a montage and then stops and reactivates the pigeon movement. Nothing super crazy. But yeah, thanks for watching.